Karabella ne guys. All the way up until the wee hours of the morning. And then najonong hadi tapelo tsaka disa give. Ke ipotsa gore modimo why ke eng kana nna ho botlhoko. Ntse ke kopa modimo mosebetsi. God, please give me a job. Oh, please give me a job. And God is like, ona le ona mosebetsi ke nga wena. Ona le mosebetsi motho ke mo busy wang thapella mo o kopa mosebetsi ona le ona. God, kopa mosebetsi, ona le mosebetsi Karabo. God, kopa mosebetsi. Karabo ona le mosebetsi. God, ona ke kopa mosebetsi. Yo, whoa, why is this chick crying? Like she's asking me for a job. Like what is going on? She has one. My point exactly. Ntse ke lla ko modimo ke mo kopa mosebetsi. And every morning, piloka e botlhoko cause haona email response, haona any recruitment agent e batlang ho mpona for interview, haona nothing. Baba msebetsi. Nkarabela nna bosiu kaofela o ntlogele. Msebetsi. He batho, motho ke mo ka di keledi, mo pelaka, di keledi. O busy o di keledi o imetswe. Onkopa mosebetsi ana le one just malobanyana mo o publishitse mosebetsi abankopa mosebetsi. Ntho that I should rather be crying about is God kopa umpatalle mosebetsi cause I cannot chelete. What I should be praying for is not so much an NGO job, volunteer work, o mongata fela o leng unpaid. What I should be asking for is a salary now because I have a job. Ke na le mosebetsi. I have a job. And for me to wake up every single morning on some modimo, y'all need to understand when it appears as if though God is not hearing your prayers, you need to rethink what might possibly be happening over here. God is righteous and his word is true. He says, ask and it will be given to you. So if you ask God for a job and one is not coming, open your eyes, you probably already have one. It's just a matter of catching up to a salary. Enable me, God, provide, please. Help me gain some kind of sustainability because I don't know whether I'm going or coming. And I don't know why anybody has no respect for that, but it doesn't matter. You don't gotta have to respect for it. You don't have to have respect for it. I don't need people sitting in corporate South Africa on your twirling chairs to do anything right by me. I only need people online already to do something right by me. The company or the organization I work for is YouTube. They just have no respect for the fact that I'm an employee there. I work for Facebook. They just don't care that I am an employee there. I work on social media. They just don't give a rat's behind that I haven't been paid in years. That's what's problematic right now. I need to out here start some kind of a union, a march, a complaint that how can I put in so much time and yet have you randos out here not pay your sister. At the end of the day, I'm on your damn platform, so pay me! But you are not taking me back to corporate. You are just not. Like literally, it is not happening. Kopatalwa, my due salary lang kopatalo. Kopata I kitse beneng mara kopatalo and leteng before then go thuswa before ke patalo. Lengtsaetse support guys. You make sure nobody donates to me, nobody gives me any money. Hal ka mo bele batla long ketsa rona ke lo buka di meeting. It's not happening. It's not happening. You took my career, wasted 10 years of my skills. In that time I become a content creator. That is now my niche. That's what fills the 10 years in my CV. I haven't been sitting around, but according to the CV that I send out in corporate, gathering dust, rolling around on bed like a door turning on its hinges like a lazy man. It looks like I've been doing nothing. But no, I have not been doing nothing, have I? I've been doing a whole load of something. But it is unsung and disrespected. Nobody is going to keep me in that grain. No one. No one. This morning I woke up, and yesterday morning I woke up, like basically the past 30 days I've been waking up, having prayed all night long, all the way up until like 6:30 in the morning. Waking up still very afflicted. Ntse ke tsiriantshitswe ke dintswa tsa di korobela tseng patlang kankane. Ntse ke kra ditoro tsa belboloi ba lona kaofela le kopane. And saying, mara modimo ko tshoro go pointless ho rapela. Ana re nna ke tlo phaka, how am I going to stay awake bosigo kaofela ntse ke rapela only for me to wake up ntse ke dila ka dintsa tse tsirianeng tsa di korobela. Ntse ke sna chelete, ke sna kry emailing yana ya PayPal donation. What is point? Ke kopile mosebetsi hore ke ska dila ka tlhopego ena. Ko tshoro thapelo ha sebetsi. But is prayer, remember I'm praying in tongues. What exactly am I praying for? I don't know. That's why it's important to pray in tongues. I've been thinking ore ke rapella mosebetsi wa corporate, but it turns out ore ke rapella YouTube. That's what I'm praying for. I had a dream last night of getting 20,000 views on one of my videos. Ning YouTube batlong fa 20k views yaga. Eki deserve. Ning I could say, but one thing I'm certain of is that this here table is turning. Go cry channel yaga back, like it or not. Tobanyana ya satane ya ko ya kolobe. Entse le busy pressa button ko YouTube. in saying the advanced features tsa mina isa across channels o patetsweng ke ntjanyana engwe e tshirianeng mo South Africa monana yokubwa chere entse e pressa button ya Freemason yokubwa lahlegelwa ke mosebetsi because she keeps on getting extorted she keeps on getting bribed lo muntu. It's a woman. Yesterday when I was busy publishing my content during the day to prove South Africa, when I was publishing my content, because I'm not publishing in the wee hours of the morning, I'm not so officing. There was a time when I would only post my content about 12 for 1 2 busiu. Now I've been publishing my computer ke tsebe go thola alert or go etsalang ha ke posta o ngadelletse morago ke re le ko animated channel yaka. I remove the advanced features. The features that I have got on YouTube right now allow me to have special thumbnails. The thumbnails say customized. Mabane slap bang in the middle of posting, of uploading. No, not my videos, but like I'm uploading, what do they call it, a custom thumbnail. Ke ha go freezwa my content. Ke sa go no upload a custom thumbnail even though I'm approved for it. I'm eligible for it. I'm eligible for custom thumbnails, and I couldn't on 2 of my channels, but it only happened once I'd already put thumbnails on like other of my videos. You know, I've got multi-parts, part 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll custom thumbnail, mara part 5, because it was blocked at part 5. Part 1, on my animated, all of them have got custom thumbnails, but then 2 of my normal videos, like this one, had a custom thumbnail because I couldn't upload custom thumbnails anymore because somebody was deliberately manipulating at the time of me posting. At the time. So ke motho nang le alarm bell and jafala ring ting 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 as soon as Karabo was online posting, to limit something, restrict something of mine, to make sure that, you know, even my subscribers don't watch my videos. So remove custom thumbnails, and she did that across 2 of my channels. In the 3rd channel and the 4th one where I did this, ka upload the custom thumbnails so that all 10 of my videos have custom thumbnails before they could get to me. But this person was working at the same exact time as me posting. That's what is going on. Facebook, Marako YouTube. That's actively making it impossible even for me to upload a custom thumbnail. There is no telling what next. Like a man, or a child that thing to a point where he will allow monot sirianing or tibbling my tekwanang JS fluid li bleach. Or alone Gamosado Samotwaneling. Mosadi or to sang these licentious devilish men. Busy. Come here, Lucy over a woman or someone saving. And I remove the custom thumbnail saka. It's only a matter of time before Chiriana elo privatize the video zaka public or I delete it altogether. There's no end to what the chicken ya whole tower can do. Or unsubscriber the subscribers zaka. Sister Ona is a terrorist on YouTube, and from what I saw, something is going to give me back my YouTube channel. I can show again my life thing. I can show. Maracheri ki filanga re jaga haida we hagana inze not shibuku on the job. Yokobwa. One thing I know for a fact is that it's a woman, and so shame on you. And it's a South African woman, so shame on you. In a country as sokolanga botlhoko gender-based violence, unzo le busy wena unzo thusa Moses etol, unzo thusa Jack the Ripper laro ripa hape. Ke cheria teng. Yo go ba ke Satan. Kolojana entse le busy ntsaela di custom thumbnail e yo tlhokafala. O tsubile matekwana a wa ratang a iswa a ikepela ka ona akere. O tla kotwa le ona matekwana teng ba tlo mo kra ka di drugs ko officing. O go ha sa tsamila ona motho o tlo kgonang o outingana e ya go bola ya Satane entse e extorta entse e bribe. Ha sa tlo khona o tlo patala cheria teng ya ko YouTube, he's going to have to find a new person to bribe. He's going to have to find a new person to bribe, and now it's going to be real hard for that person to be found, to find that person. Why? Because cheria ya Satane yo go jelwa taba o revele ntsanka di bribe antsa thwata di YouTube channels tsa bana ba bang. She's made herself a nice little business out of thwarting YouTube channels. O thusa di content creators tsa ka mo patalang, or batho banang the bone to pick with content creators. Ntsa bizantsa tima mabona. I press the button, I bring her down lever, chiquita, o go how ka ta go or no taba ke ro celebrate channel ya ka ya khutla. Congratulate ke tsebeng. And as for my support in the run up to Modimo tlang fa something, I ke tse botlang thusa tle Modimo o jwalo. He's been helping me along. I'm gonna get the money that I need to go to take the tampon, lady hyaluronic acid in the run up to. Go cry enough until such time that I can finally monetize. Mara before then, bankwa skankaningena sena sa kankrapa since le bisitsa ya YouTube channel yaka bankwa aba no bolawa ke ngaskisi aba boshwa aba tshwariswa. They're facing criminal charges. They're literally messing with people's lives. So ntwa yaka, like I said, ntse ke rapella eng I've been thinking ke rapella ho kra mmereko ko corporate South Africa. Mara it appears hore nna ke rapella hore twebanyana ya kolobe ya ka nkrapa entse ya YouTube channel ya ka ko YouTube hore e kojwe. Cheriana tshwantse lo kojwa. Tshwantse ba lo molahlela kwa ko Vak Freestate e re ena lo sotlega a struggle o kra mmereko because she will not be trusted anymore by any social media platform ever again because she keeps on taking bribes to deliberately thwart the careers of people trying to start an online presence. I will finally get my day in court. God showed me 20,000 views on a video. Ntse ke le busy ke rapella mmereko bosigo bo botlhe bathong ka di-tongues di-tongues ke busy nna ke rapetse ke enter into deep meditation ya scripture. Nothing gives ka nnete ehle. According to lentswe la morena Jesu, the effective fervent prayer of a righteous man avails much. Ke nye e kana ke kraileng 20,000 views on my video. Monetization le kolobe ya ka nkrapa e ko jwa mmereko. That's what's going on. So lona le busy le batla go nketsa gore ke lo reka di digestive biscuit ha le bone gore na I've got 20,000 views to get before I get 100,000 views. Ha le bone gore before ke fitla go 1 million subscribers I first gotta get my first 10,000 subscribers. Ke yona ntwe ke sebeletsang eo. That's what I'm working for. So ska tlong bo raka booking parking. Ungazongkhenya wena. We're trying to make me an administrator even though ke na le experience having caused the loss of my career in the first place. Ungazongkheng keng. Kuba leska tlong bora nya yahle. Ke nitowe. Ke o ka repenta e bane ha ba tlolo lahlwa ke modimo kwa hara di hell fire. Maranna long foster ke lo go sebeletsa to the point of go sebedisa ditlhare tsa motlhapa tsa mo scrubba mmele wa gago go showereng ke o di tshila ke filang ka re ga wa tlhapa. Wa nga mo saiteng mona tsa motlhapang. Go and take a bath, a deep one, scrub your toes lang kutlwa. Le tlhagile di gangrene all over the show. Ntshang dinta ko mmiring. Remove plaque mo menong. Tlhapang lo para dipenti tse ntšha tse sekono tsa cotton tse breathang tse nang le moya gore let's go cry thrush tsa mo tlhapang. Go and make yourselves clean because right now le ditshila le diboko and if ha le di kene taba tsa lo tlhapa tlhaloganyang this much also utlwelang le ya di heleng. Do not look at my suffering life and think I've been forsaken. There's no way ke nka rapela foto ke futumetse gakana ka di tongues bosigo kaofela ke ntse ke fastile a ke so tswele mo fasting yaka one ntse ke fasti sister wa fasta motho wetlong go tshwara ke tla go order without it giving lebalang. There's no way. I belong to Jesus Christ. It's just that ntse ke shebana le ntho e wrong. Ke shebile the wrong space. Ke shebile what do you call this thing? Ba bitsang di chicken thing ena email ke ntse ke shebana le Gmail every day ke bula Gmail every day ke bula Gmail ga gona motho o respondang. Career junction e wetse ke satane le yona e thots eng tumba ka silent treatment le reverse psychology. Peanut le yona e tikenze diabolose go thots. Career 24 diabolos go thots ke ignore one ke re ko LinkedIn diabolose go thots. Ana motho wa tlang go bua le nna. Of course you haven't wanted to speak to me for 10 years. Why would you want to start talking to me now? But on social media, now that's my business. Mo teng ntse go sa thola 10 years. The bouts of success in and out, just like any Christian in corporate South Africa. And only busy le mo dripa ngwana batho le mo ntshameno le busy le mo sabotage ntse le busy le mo insister ora o etsa ntse sa mo tshwaneleng mara o nna ntsa bounce back e shamba thong thulane wa batho ha bathong bonang tshegofatso o itse last year ba mo kubile a sena molato jaanong o gutlile ebileng ba mo file promotion just like tshegofatso wa teng le thulane le nna go ba thulane le tshegofatso mara wa go YouTube last year ba mo kubile mara ke mo o khutlile ebileng o kraile promotion go jwala go corporate akere la re go ba be re hirwa again le re kubolle be re hirwa again le re go be kubi re hirwa again re ntse re gutla bouncing back ngare ke boomerang. Next thing motho teng ke senior manager ya gago o ipotsa re jwang because na le hard working the Daniel tsa ko Lions Denning tsa ko corporate since the leader and they somehow get promoted even though galentse le ba dripa ntsha bana ba batho meno le ba fa di prosthetic teeth and feet le ba fa mama di Blade Runner shoes because mothata wa batho mo amputate le ka 2017 mara ke mo o gutlile jwanong se le Blade Runner mara e senya go bolaya mosadi wa teng. That's what you do to Christians in corporate, but they keep bouncing back. But if God does not bounce you back to corporate, that's not where you're supposed to be. So Jaka, in the same way that a little bit of a Tulani or a Charlotte in corporate keeps on bouncing back even though you slap them silly, I am a Charlotte or a Tulani here. Last year lingkubile lang dripa shapile ka 250 lang tsayela meno mazinyo aminizer awasekho manje. That's what's good. Mara ke kutlile ko khutla. I'm about this here is the environment. Do you understand? Where I bounce back, where you fire a person from a job and they recover. YouTube is that environment for me now. It is not corporate. Only reason I'm not in corporate is because I'm not supposed to be there. But here on YouTube, Kolube ya kankrapa ele ya ko YouTube yo gobwa, like I said. And once I koshwa di chicken meta kankrapa something maga hambil ngizoba right. And manje ukubhatala abantu golopatala batho hore batlo thwata di career or di YouTube channels tsa batho ba bang batho batlo tshaba jwanong akere holonka di bribe di extortion so lona ba dutseng ko mesebetsing e borang e otsedisang during the day mo le thwelang mo situlong le sa batlo ka kamanto a lona le tlo nnentse le ba forced now to watch the person you fight from corporate South Africa get a successful YouTube channel and be bigger and better even than you, while you keep on dragging your body through a muddy, boring corporate 9-to-5 job. Job span. God is the one that gave me understanding. Never mind that, but I asked him for a career that makes sense for me. He answered my prayer. I thought I was supposed to go into management consulting. It did not work out, but I was onto something. I was indeed supposed to do something that was going to help people, and I'm doing that now. I am. This here is my management consulting firm. I am trying to recover people that lose everything out of the blue. I'm trying to help them find encouragement. I'm doing the job I'm supposed to do, but without the blood, without the gore, without the medicine, without the gurney, without the mortuary cold bed. I am finally doing the work of a doctor, just in a very spiritual sense. And so for those reasons, to try and fire me from this job, seeing as it's what God has given me, is to be entirely naive. I am finally a spiritual management consultant out here fixing people's proverbial companies, helping them recover from near death, helping them not get liquidated, helping them not have to go public with their companies because it's got to be kept in the family. I'm helping people eradicate generational curses. I am helping people eradicate witchcraft. I'm helping people find encouragement in the midst of sorrow, trouble, and persecution. I am a spiritual doctor in the worst way, so no, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna go be idokotela bese mina ngiyobuka ama appointment wechireng engijwayela kabi we were out engijwayela kabi akitlo sebeletsa tswibing kitweba korobela ha go sebeletsa ha wetse sense sisters or brother ha go sebeletsa motho wa nyatsa even though what's about Gresham I'm so good at what I do ha go sebeletsa motho all in content to take in this stride taba rona kutlwe botlhoko la nkutlo a go sebeletsa motho filang ka rena ka controller destiny yaka because what's about loy a go sebeletsa motho onang le mona of me to a point of literally taking in the stride rona ke tlo nntse ke aina di washing tsa gagwe for a job, for a career. I'm not going to do that. Ha ke di kene I guess buy mara thank God le modimo lena has buy. Thank God le modimo wa rona has buy self. Le modimo lena has buy skele mo sa go re hlatsa ga botlego gakalo as Christians. Uhlazo is the lot of the wicked, not of the saints. Yini enhlazayo, yini enkitwayo, yini whose speech gets confounded basarating modimo. The rest of us however alwana re be re win mara ntwa ya teng e kotsi ya tuka e futhumetse ile neng ya re utlusa botlhoko mara ra wina. We are more than conquerors in the Lord Christ Jesus. So nna kopa le ntlogeleng ke le nosi ke lo izamela YouTube yaka le tlogeleng go nketsa hard seer ka taba rona ga ka fonelwa ke batho go pinete or batho go whatever consulting nje fela ntse le busy leng hana nna ya opportunity interview because le bona ka rena ke bodile ke rusted ke tswile go corporate 10 years ago ntse ke blomile ke gather dust ke nona mo mpetong ke sa batle go phaphama ke sa batle go tsoga ke na di bed bugs mo mpetong ke na gape le di bed sores because ga lentse ke tsa toge mpetong for 10 years kaofela. That's what I look like on my CV. But others know better, don't they? They know better. You set me up for failure la nkutla ka tamo bele rena ke up for grabs ka batla ke banna ba tsirianeng ba subileng ba ratang korobela ba itsotse ngoro o tlonka kankane Karabo bathong kankrapa engwe ke yo e fitile mo strateng. God said that we're going to trample on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy. Nothing shall by any means harm us. Ke mo kankrapa e busy yang stinga via I will survive. Akotshog ke rapela ka dithang se ke bothata bo. That's the problem. The problem is that ga ke tlhaloganye gore ke rapelang. So ha ke phapama o seng ke ka o rapela ra pi bo thapelo engwe ya go futhumala. Ke feel le nna sa for man or something is shaking in the spirit realm. Ebe ke bula Gmail go sena email. Etle. Tshwantse ba change lebitso la teng to GMT. Thank you son. GMT is in Gmail because I gonna email. Jaka ga se ke sa credit email ke reka ya PayPal nyana. Ke nye o ibisa Gmail ke GMT Google MT. Mara Google ya teng e tlong fa notification from YouTube telling me I am eligible for monetization. Then on that day it aba Gmail appropriate because ke credit email it's ngchazang. Mara right now ke GMT. And a GMT ena is because I'm not supposed mina. Nze ke bugane mo screening li peanut li career junction nkare ke 2007. I'm done. Go fedile da. I'm finished with corporate. I'm not going to try. Like I am not. It's too taxing, it's heartbreaking, coupled with the fact that ntwe enketsa ngore ke futhumale ga kana ke tswe steamy ke boile sorry ke bele is ditoro tsa botlha tsa ditlhare tsa control nje fela tsa selfish tsa karkantshi he boloi ba karkantshi nna ke rete ka bona le botintshi ba lona the selfish le batla o bloka mosadi o feletseng ka fela o mopila ra ska nyalwa ska ba le shelter ska etsa business le lo senya di le nana gore le mo you think you're in a position ya go lo senya waste la nkutla di talente tsa ka ehle go tsuka le bitso la rena tse hore use your talents, steward them well for God. If I give you 10, make 10 more. Ebe nna little accepta and take in your stride tabaro ke tlo ipolaela tabaro ke na career ke na le yona ke na le msebetsi. This is what I do. I'm just waiting for GMT to become Gmail again. Ke a le ka tlhaloganya ke lo kra di email tse tsang sense tseng tshwanelang nka se ke nna ke sendwe email ke community ya YouTube for partnership program ba rena ba batla go joinisa program ya bona ya di shoto ha tsata mo just 1-2 months down the line ke blockilwe YouTube yona self sendetseng email o re ke lo joina partnership program ya di shoto ha e sa mpatla ehle ke tshirinyana ya utao esangeneng entse le busy ntse phula liver down and up and ntse press the red button I stopisha motho ntse le bizang tsale di advanced features o phaphameng o dutseng mo South Africa in this Central African time on ntse le busy a ascertain na ora ke gone lo upload di thumbnails ke yona chiriateng e create le GMT even though di colleagues tsa gage ding contact le tse 3 tseka ding invite le invitation only to partnership program ya di short partnership program ya di shorto because my shorts were doing so well. Next thing go thotse go YouTube ga ke sa batlwa etle something's up gona le conflict of interest da hona le ba bang patang ba bang ha bang patle so ke feelang ka re cherinyana e ya go tsawa e bodileng ya kankrapa e ba feeling chelete hore in block yo kobwa or yo tlhokafala ke tsebo ro etsahalang mara yo tloa o tong gatoga di chicken and I ke tong gatoga I will be back again wankutla ko fofa njengenyoni ngizondiza ntse ke rapela. There is no way that my prayers are landing on deaf ears. It's just that I get what God is doing. I don't know what God is doing. I don't know because I'm praying in tongues. But it dawned on me as an epiphany this morning that there's no way that I'm praying in vain. Nkasitlo feel so highly suicidal because nothing is giving. GMT busy email sense. Something must be else happening here in these streets. Something else. And I came to a conclusion that thing is that God is answering my prayers in the space where he intends to answer my prayers. Social media. That's what's coming back, y'all. I said that and I will keep on saying it. I keep getting the door of me being shown gaining subscribers again. Cherinyana ya kankrapa etlo kobwa etlo kubiwa o la tlhagelwa ke mosebetsi ha qeta mo di kolobenyana tse tletseng ka bophofolo bo divileng all over the streets tse tswetseng gore nna di tlong hira qeta go costa career kaofela batlo itsholla taba ya gore ba zamme go mfa mosebetsi as motho nje fela wa go phehla ma page ntse ke busy ke buka di meeting ke tsofetse ke na le 40 ke le mokana ke na le experience ngata ga kana mara ga ona taba because you feeling ngathi mina nyancenga lapha kuthiwa beggars can't be choosers as if mina nyancenga it's written in God's word that David was young and then he got old yet never had he seen the righteous forsaken or their children begging for bread mara motho ke mo ona na rena nna mo life ke dideng ya go ngenga o telwa wetsi keng ke delela ne ke bogati ya 1997 mara it's also a disease in the bones. It's pathogenic. It's like a virus e consumang host ya teng ho la ba tlhokafala motho a teng ke hotella mo ho tsamaileng mo ke hotel. So in concluding, since I'm speaking to the kankrapats all over the show, tse gategileng clearly ke feelang ka rena se ke di rabazisa at this point mara since ndi tella cause di rata go resurrectwa utlwelang ha ka le kopa mosebetsi le bora ke creativity ya ka mara ne never etsoge ne never ephapame ene never itikire like Lazarus and come forth if you had not kicked me out of corporate ne ke batla go ba sutu mara janong lo bina ya ore you should have just left me alone. I was good left alone. That's the way it was. Like hopola pina ele eki girileng. Rewrite ele Rihanna. I was good left alone. That's the way it was. But you wanted me low with the faded past. Fasted me from love. Split from the fool you were working for. Left you jaded, but you still kick off my etc. Left me running through a maze made to rent, but lazy. You got it twisted. You were just another sinner on the hit list. Yeah. I was good. Get tlogetswe. Ngesalang tlogela nje ka itatella career as a management consultant ka lo qalang company ka lo etsa whatever but now le borwa ke bo creative ba nice which is why I'm out here rocking up ka septum piercing and everything ka jeno ke lena le nkentseng hore ke download the application tsa makeup ke lona le nkentseng hore ke pierce ke phunye ditsebe and get all these piercings on my ears that did this to me. Y'all are the ones that made me pierce in the like I've got 2 tragus piercings. All over the show. I've got 2 tragus piercings, a conch, whatever you want to call that, helix, a whole bunch of holes in all over the show. My piercings, and industrial is especially exquisite because it's the shape of the cross. I did all this because I could. Because I was never ever intending me to go into corporate South Africa. But ki impressed in my work. I did these piercings. The only piercing that was done for me was industrial. Professionally, mara everything else I punyat my own triggers. I punyat my everything because you've made me poor so that I pierce my own ears. Sewing. That's what I did. And then I gauged them. It was painful. Mara bottom line is why? Because I was working in corporate and I had to be a suit. What kind of a suit has so many piercings? What kind of a suit? Nose piercing? You get my point. All my wildest dreams, I went to go and fulfill them. The application download that because I'm a creative genre. I'm a content creator, so I experiment. I got all different kinds of apps on the internet. So now I record makeup now can I September and whatever I do with it for the majority of the time like that. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, I take it and I hide it in there. So the septum piercing is gone now. That's how I was going to be walking around in corporate South Africa. Because makeup because I didn't want to take out the piercing. So I don't have to take out my piercings and my holes close. Motho ha se jwanong a decidile jwalo tshwantse nna jwanong ke le creative ka ofela e felletseng ke gutlela morago ko plekeng mo tshwantseng ke lo pata di piercings tsa ka ka moranko tshwantse nna ke lo hema septum piercing ka moharanko tshwantse nna ke lo I mean really nobody would in corporate South Africa take my industrial in their stride or even all my conch, my tragus piercings. They wouldn't take the tshwantse ke di apole ke lo beya di plaka nje fela tse tlo blomang there just chilling. The plaka, like even this little stud, I put it on or regular interview. When I still had the cuff, the nose cuff. When I had the nose cuff, I missed my cuff because it was cute, it was pretty, I liked it. But I got rid of it because I was expecting to start working a job. And here it is that I'm back now with a bolder look. Septum piercing yaka, because this is who I am now. This is who I am now. This is who I am now. This is the woman you birthed. This is the woman you created. I am a creative ofelletseng wa go apara tepetlepe letsatsi kaofela wa go apara tracksuit pants letsatsi kaofela antsa creator wa go apara bomber jacket instead of suit nyana a suit jacket. I'm not a suit anymore. I used to be, but I'm not. Wa go walk around ka meririnyana ya go ba untidy because it's fashionable go cute batong lantse di tsofetse di mini twists tsaka. At the end of the day, I'm a creative. I get to rock up with old mini braids and then pretend that it's part of the look. That's what's good. Act like it's part of the look. I get to leave a hairstyle on my head for 3 months because I'm a creative now. I'm building my brand, I'm building my business. So I can go salooning every 3 weeks. Neither do I have the money. I learned how to cornrow. After recording a video. But if I had returned to corporate, I would have had to bury my septum piercing. Well, I mean, it was already buried. But that cuff piercing for my nose, that was not going to be acceptable even in the slightest. My industrial would have had to go, my conch, my tragus piercings, my helix. Yo, like this is a helix, right? This is also another helix. This is an industrial and it's the shape of a cross. That is a conch, tragus. This is a lobe, upper lobe. I've got multiple upper lobe piercings over here. Conch there also. Helix, but upper helix. I don't know what you want to call that, but I think it's a helix. Yet more 2 tragus piercings on the side. I was planning on rocking the wiki so that nobody would be like, Karabo, you've got too many piercings on your ears. This is unprofessional. It's who I am now. It's who I am now. But with this look, somewhere in the future, people would actively be trying to tell me, university, please don't wear those piercings here. This is a corporate environment. Yeah, I know what corporate desires or expects, but you kicked me out. So now I get to walk around with a septum piercing if I wanna. I get to. But I was prepared to settle and humble myself, but God was the one that was disinterested in that thing. You made me this woman. You made me this woman wa di filtera tsa di breli all over sefatlego. I ke sa apara makeup ya thing, you can tell hore Karabo is getting more life ga ona makeup mara it's okay. It's all right. I mean, we can't all look spectacular 24 hours a day, but I get to have a makeup look. Now nobody gets to tell me, nobody can say to me, ke it's a content, yeah, YouTube. I'm a creative. I get to look however I want to look. And now I am finally accepting and walking and embracing the fullness of what it is that I am supposed to do. If I want to, hey guys, wait again. Another like, but one second. Ne ke batla ho phumula screen cause ne ke feel nkare se blurring yana. The way ke puntseng sefatlego sa ka teng out of frustration and out of experimentation. I got so many piercings like proper. Mo di tsebeng mona la di bona tse leng teng ne go cute. Let's ka tlong bora go cute. Kopa let's ka tlo ba in denial. Is that basic? Mara kopa let's ka shana le acne ya minaiza. I also have less smiley lankutla mo menong. Lipstick ena ntse fofa jaka nonyane all over the shell. My smiley piercing. Yeah, I absolutely love it. It's barely visible. I bona khat. Ha ke bua le ka se bona ne ska smile like that, and then if bona just there. That's what's good. I kept it in like an interview and whatnot because largely I bona gadi, but when I laugh loudly and when I laugh with a big smile like yeah, bona gal. It was eventually going to show. Oh, and also when I say certain words like show. It was eventually going to show. It was going to show. And then I was going to be like, I was going to be told, what's that? Do you have braces? Oh, no, it's a piercing. That's not appropriate for this place. Yo, I get on to smiley. Hey, Batong, do you know the effort it takes that you can hide it by using like not a horseshoe, but like a curved barbell like this one over here. Ne? But for what if it's not visible? What is the point? Every time I come out with a video on YouTube, a jewelry haul, every time I get a video, a different piercing over here. And I was like, when am I ever gonna have the look that I like that is really super cute? When am I gonna have it? When am I gonna get my nose cuff back? Because really, for me to take off this little stud at night when I come back from work, record a video and then put this back on and then clobber it, conceal it, makeup, go officing. For me, it was just so much work. I've been expecting to clock into a 9 to 5 sonke lesikhathi lankutla. That's the only reason why I have not brought back my cuff piercing. But now not triggers, this here. The septum. It's probably gonna go back the septum because I prefer the one ele that's here. Eli one fella. But I want to be able to have access to it should I want it to show out there in the wilderness. But nah. In the 9 to 5 space, I never would have been able to explore any of that. I'm sorry, guys. Hadi. Listening about to be maphelo be kamoso la tsaya fela la tsaya ha le qeta mo e be le tlo zama o lwetsa motho hore a lo book di meeting right next to the fact that you don't allow her to wear her nose ring la ntse ile one fela ile stoxila alien mo swatlego. You can't have that because it's not, conducive to corporate wardrobe. Ke maswabi tswang monna ka ofela ha le kopane le tsweng monna le tsutsubane jaaka hempe e sa ainwang tswang monna. I guess bias ke lemsel na kofela. My piercings are gorgeous untlogeleng. Ha ke sheba ko side thing, especially the videos like ha ke di recorder. When I see myself turning left and right, or if I'm wearing a wig, when I do this with my face, ke di rata jwang dintle. Di dintle di gold. I love gold. Ke di rekile go lo visa ka tšhelete ke senang yona. Ga di rusi. Ebe ba ditlo nclosile be litlo di tlosa. Sorry, mo di tsebeng for eng guys. For eng mo lifeng. Ko ba tlotleng for eng. Batong ha dintho di le unnecessary ke hara ka di lahla go dustbinning di o collectwa ke pick it up, including mindset ya go imagine no rena go gutlela go corporate go bora gakana. There is no way you're going to introduce me into the world of creatives and then take me back to a 9 to 5. I was never discontented with a 9 to 5. I was one of those people that would have been a suit for the rest of my life. I was one of those people that would have always underestimated anybody that quit their job to do YouTube full time. I was always the person that would have thought a person pursuing a career in music is irresponsible because it's not lasting and long term. Next thing you're not going to have any skills when you try to work in corporate South Africa because now nobody likes your one-hit wonder general disposition anymore. I was always that kind of girl. And then you put me in that thirst and that hunger for a creative career. And you expect me not to be as disquieted as a little girl that wants to sing but mommy wants her to go and become a doctor? Except this time around it's not a little girl, it's a 40-year-old woman. You gave me a taste of creativity. You gave me a taste of social media. You gave me a taste of the kind of job where you wake up at whatever time that you want, walking around in tlepes all day, come and record a video wearing nothing but like shorts or magusha with like a top that's decent ko godimo, but nobody knows that wapere magusha ko tlase because o go jarateng and people only see your upper part of the body. You can't wear magusha fela or walk around ka penti ko officing and then trust that because la bodutsi ko desking ko stulong sa gago but what wanna feel this part mara ha walk around wa pere penti ko officing. You can't do that. Tshwantse o lo apara ngaza ka fela e felletseng le kwai e tlo go borang go ntsha di cons. But as a content creator, you can look all smart casual mo godimo mona ko tlase yo marenza ko tlase ke wetse ke mathata ke di stockings tse tabogileng ke di tlepetlepe tse tabogileng ko tlase ke barefoot le di cons manala asa manicurang pedicurang so asa gerwang walking around with ghettos ezingak. You haven't cut your toenails in like what 4 weeks. Nobody needs to know. In 4 months so nobody needs to know. Mara in corporate, if you're gonna wear a peep toe shoe, tshwantse mo life ngo ntse le busy o file manala go hectic ntse busy ntse penta nail polish or lo chakela pedicurist o tlo bloma go tlo go bora ka ditolo tsa gagwe tse di telle a ntse manala a gago a go kera di site and what have you just so you can wear your peep toe shoes in the office. But when you have not a 9 to 5, what do you call this, like a corporate, no, not a corporate, sorry, but a career, a creative career like this one, yeah, you can afford to not chop your toenails for 4 months. Nobody needs to know. People will think you're so classy, you're so wonderful, you're so put together, Karabo, but they don't know what's going on because your videos are a talking head and all they see is the upper part of your body. So you just clothe your upper part of the body and walk around the rest of the house and you won't care. We repeat it Monday, Tuesday to Friday, day one, but nobody needs to know. Skip. You're not gonna get me used to all that and then make me have to like think again, blowing steam, just figuring out I don't miss it. I even come here in my videos every so often, guys. It is what it is. Just take it in your stride because that's the part of creativity. I get to rock up ka empe e Christ ka skipanyana fela se so I knowing in 10 years. I ka se so ka se bona ai ne ke se ke mo washing machine se tsutsubane se tswa ko washing machine se tsutsubane ke se beya ko washing line se tsutsubane be ke se apara se tsutsubane be ke tla molona ke re guys go tsutsubane, just deal. That's the nature of content creation. People will literally just deal. Mara o ka se tlo fitla ko officing ka ai nika ka hempe e tsutsubaneng and not have your boss raise it as unprofessional looking and how it is that it's not going to give a good image to your clients. Hi ba niki batla para skipa se tsutsubaneng whose print is fading. I get to do that because people with that kind of disposition on social media still get tens of thousands of views. That's the nature of a creative job. You don't get to make me experience the glory of a creative career and then try to take me to a 9-to-5 job. Labora leborile and ho bora wa lona ho letsa di satananyana tsa go bora extra tse sa aparang tse ngono tsa sheleng tsa statue mo strateng tse hlazang mara even though la hlaza you are still doing a strange thing. Ha ke tlo borwa nna lankutlo ha go bor ke boreile as it is ka taba la loya mara nna ga go bora ga go ba one of those ba go khoza batho re ba o tsele mo strateng. Lankut ha go tsela ke o tsetswa on top of that ntse ke le busy tlhoga ka ile bobble head ntse ke busy ke robala go desking cause ke kinga ke taba re tshwantse ke lo emela email to action it. I'm not going back. I'm literally not going back. My job is now that of a creative. I am a gospel servant giving the work of the Lord in a very creative way in whatever capacity I can do it. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy what I do. I love it. However, it is presently unpaid. That is the problem. And ho sapatalo hwa ka ke yona ntho eng khoza ngore ke disrespectwe ke tlhoriswe ke chikelo ntho eseng teng. That is what is causing me a lot of pain. But umsebenzi wona nyawenza and it's real work. Ke msebenzi wa manete a ke tsebe why ke underestimatewa ke asotlwa nje fela ke batho ba senang maitseo mara bottom line is ke msebenzi wa manete ona and happy it's creative. Never it like proper even ka miriri like my head ko morago ke mess wa nkutwa, it's a mess mara mo pele mona go presentable go decent ko officing motho to go bona 360 ka fela o shapile come around nna ke batla go lo bona ka come around ke batla fela batho ba lo bona this face ke batla bona fela the frontal view. That's enough. When you're recording a video, people only gotta see the front. They don't gotta see this come around. They don't gotta see or oh mo morago mona girl why is it ke feeling ka re di re Gele. O tlo etsaneng me mo lifeng. A ke batle ke kgathetse. Ke busy. Plus on top of that, mo pele mo, I look cute. Go cute mo pele. So ska tlo ntwetsa ka come around. O bona nko morao, ana re why wena o shebile ko morao. O tletse ka backstabbing gale ko bona. That's all ko morao. O shebaneng le morao because nna ke shebile mo matlhong. Ke go tonnetse eye to eye, mara wena ko morao for eng. But on social media, nah. All I need to do is just keep my face ahead and just feel like it's kashaba mo side thing, then you won't get to see my product build up. O ka se bona o regret chapo anere o tlosa neng di riri girl. O tshaqaneng sisters. O tshaqaneng. Uning same hairstyle. Yo, don't nobody care. The thing that gives you prosperity on social media are people watching you in spite of what you be looking like for the day. O ka re khoda wa di bijama ona motho tlo find the problem. Klepe no problem. Manala ghettos amakana having chopped them for 4 months. Who lukile aga pare peep toe akere. Hana kwa ina mo life e tlong rava zang decide ke be ke tlhage di konse. So for what na tshwantse nna ke lo dumpa ke lo trapper pedicure. Ha ke na madi not yet. Maybe one day ka bokamoso hore ke lo kopana le monnanyana o etsang sense mo strateng ke tla file down di toenails, but for now ha le di bone we ke di ghettos. Tse ding tse di teleng ka re ke di fingernails cause I mean ke tla re ke di chopela eng go hectic ke mo sebetsi mo tshwantse ke sebedise saga just to remove them. I am not doing it because y'all don't know that my toenails haven't been chopped in like 4-5 months. It's like seriously, like just straight. Y'all don't got to know. That's the beauty of working this kind of a job, of being an entrepreneur. You get to do stuff like that. Hako first one now alarm. Yo, I get for on the day when I had an interview I think in Elega 10 was saying, kids, I had to set my clock, my internal clock. Alarm ya tengi, as I mamela kai utwa it sounded wrong the night before. I just set it. You and guys, I was like, whoa, yes, like in I don't miss that. That's what's waking you up. Deep sleep. Those are your lives. You chose them. Nah. That would have been my life, and I chose it. I was happy to get woken up by that quacking duck. Don't nobody know what is going on. But you cast me out of corporate South Africa, and now I determine my own hours. I determine them. I do. Nobody else but me. So now I get to be in prayer all night long, sleep at 6 in the morning, wake up at 1:30 in the afternoon and start to record again, do my job all over again, edit at whatever time I want, and also publish my content at my leisure. I don't have deadlines that I feel imperative I need to meet. I just work in my own pace. I do not ever want to go back to a place that had as many restrictions as corporate did once I have tasted the leisure of independent employment. I am going to fight for my YouTube channel. And I'm not going to get woken up by wah, wah, wah. And neither am I going to take off my septum piercing unless I want to. I am going to keep on downloading applications on the internet that put glasses on my face when I'm not really wearing them. I am going to continue to grow my hair, leaving it alone so that it can thrive as an afro, because I'm not concerned about changing my hairstyle every 3 weeks because that's what's neat for corporate South Africa. I'm not going to concern myself on buying new wigs so they are presentable all across the show in a 360-degree turn, instead of a wig that looks good just on the front but really don't nobody care because nobody has to see the back. It is money saving. It's in the yard. You don't have to use your car and waste petrol. Top of that, it's hella fun. So no, angbuye ligu corporate. And the thing that made me reach that conclusion was the dream I had last night. Mona wa lona nka se ukgone le ka se nnentse le busy le lawyer le sabotage batho, guys, just so they will do what you want them to do. Admit and give credit where credit is due. Ale sa spies ke lem sa teng tlogelang o lawyer batho ba accept or ba go monele basna mon tlogelang batho. When I was working for MTN, the Indian girl that cost me my entire career, that caused the lies that were spread against me, she was one of my best friends. Nerele taite bozompadi sofas lahlane nere the same year, 1984. Birds of a feather we could relate on so much. She betrayed me. She used witchcraft on me alongside also participating in a mutiny physically against my career. So basically friends became enemies. Wayana ole, the way that God gave me dreams concerning Manawakha, mara at the time I didn't understand o re ke bonang. Ne ke dula ke mmona motorong ya ka a apere diaparo tsaka, a apere di hairstyle tsaka, ne le mondia ana le morwa bandia, mara di hairstyle tsaka di miropotso di control nana le tsona motorong. The beads, if I had beads in my hair, di-con roaster teng tse ne ke di etsa meropotso ene ke loga le ena nana le tsona di-outfits ne ke di apara like mesese ya ka di roko. I would dream apere one such dress mixed le seetanyana se sengwe saka, and then apere the hairstyle ya gage e tshwana le yaka, walking around nkaregenna, and then the project tsaka, the resources tsaka in my projects, people neba mametse in my project meetings instead of me. Motona dutsi fela shadowing me as a project manager. She was just sitting in my meetings, and yet people were not listening to me. It's like she took over my project meetings in my dreams. I did not understand the torotsena from a bar of soap. Ne ke sa di bone. Ne ke di gopola ho senga ke tsoha. Mara ne ke sa di tlhaloganya. In one dream, the colleagues that I led in projects, ke ha ba insista hore Karabo go get an opinion from that chick because rona ha re batlo mamela wena. Ke re no, mara ke project ya ka. Ke project ya ka. Why le batlo mamela motho o sing project manager on my project? She's a project manager, yes, but she's not the project manager for this project. I'm the one. They were like, no, go get her opinion. I was like, wait a lang mona. Ha ke tsoga ho seng ke potso re dintshang mona. One other dream, ke molorile ang stopisa mosebetsi wa ka a tswafa a re onwa coffee. And God was telling me, ungamthembi lo muntu. Ngoba she will literally drag you away from meeting. So she will drag you away from your job to make you look like what's wafa jaka ga yena a tswafa. Ke molorile jwalo. Ke sa tlhaloganye ditoro tsaka. I dreamt about her in that capacity. The most telling dreams were the ones where she was wearing diaparo tsaka. Na apere diaparo tsaka ana le miruaka ele nna ale mo I used to have this like basic phone. It was like not a smartphone or whatever. Yeah, even though I worked for a telco, I had a basic phone. Eleya, how about I type out the letter A? You must press the number 2 once. Had an old school phone. However, she had an iPhone and she used to diss tabarok in phone ya. And in my dream, she would be on the phone on my ancient device. My ancient phone that was not a smartphone. This chick was using it in my dream to take calls, to send SMSs, not even WhatsApps or anything, because it was that not a smartphone. Yeah, everybody that knew me at MTN before I lost everything would know that I had a basic phone. This chick would be carrying my phone in my dreams, and I didn't understand why. She was me. She was me. The final dream before I lost everything. Unang totisa ko swimming poolung. Ha qeta mo abadula ko ledging ya swimming pool. Ang shebela ke tota ke mo screamela ke re girl ntuse. Abayema and walked out and climbed up a staircase. And that was the last I saw of her in my dream. Ke drauna, ke mo shebile, adutsi ko ledging. First she drowned me, then swam to the ledge, sat on the ledge, stood up once I was nicely drowning, walked away, climbed up a staircase, and that was the last I saw of her in my dream. I did not understand any of these dreams. Mona manifest like that in my dream. Like that in my dream. I didn't know what I saw until I lost everything. Then I was like, oh, God, to show me that chick is a witch. That's what's good. Kilorile moto in that exact same capacity again. Jaga dai Indian chick ko MTN. Ole ong sabotage ong sabotage thing. O cause tseng gore ke latlhegelwe ke career. O cause tseng di colleagues tsaka gore di tene di fatlhego tsa bona against me and towards her, favor her. Ke molorile ale jwalo. And I had a dream about someone in that exact same capacity. Apere diaparo tsaka. Living ko yeso nogal. Never mind o apara diaparo tsaka mara na dula le ko heso. A tlhapa mo bathroom ke tlhapelang ko yona. Ana le hairstyle yaka. It was the exact same carbon copy hairstyle that I had. Yeah, like busiku mabane hairstyle yaka it was my these mini braids, and I did the same thing, like a little bit of a fringe. I tie them in an updo, and like my little updo was twirly. You know, I can say what you want to call it. Like it just looked like thing. That's what my lepondoiki looked like as I walked around in the house last night before taking a shower. This evening, last night when I sleep, the whole sleeping cycle, hairstyling, my updo, a ponytail that's like that. She not only looked like me, she was wearing my outfit, she was wearing my gown in my dream. And she was living linna. Unadula mo jarateng le mmewaka linna le my sister. Unadula le rona. And I was about to take a shower. This chick wanted to take like go so to control gizara. O light the geyser for your own shower or wait after khojwalo. Sometimes, however, my sister otlan sebedisa metsi aga ke timme gizara. Ke borege because now I have to shower now ka metsi a batang. This chick was trying to use my hot water, motorong. Elo rona ne ke like gizara for my own session ya go tlhapa. And ka mo batla before, ke mo banklile before. A shawara, she was in my bathrobe wearing ipondo lam. Agqoke impahla zami, ahlala aphila kithi. Afuna ukuyogeza ngamanzi wami. Abatla uhlapa ka metsi aka tshisa nga ke wa bomileng. A se ke go matha ko torong to lo tlhapa ne pele. Ge ke re ke zama go tlhapa ke sheba shower head. Shower head e khurumeditswe ka duct tape entsho. Duct tape la nkutlwa. Black duct tape was covering shower go godimo hore ha nka bula metsi a ska tswa a ntlhatswe. Motho na tlo kena ko showereng a sebedise metsi a ka mara first na tlosa duct tape ya teng hore yena a be le excess ya metsi. Mara nna ke batla kena ko showereng ke a kena, and before I could open the shower tap ke a bona hore I won't be able to shower because there's duct tape on there, but it was duct tape. I could actually remove it, and I knew that this chick had put it on there and she wanted to shower before me. Mara ke mo patrakile ke mo dochitse, like I basically ran into the bathroom before she could run in. I ran in there hore ke hlape, and the dream ended before I could remove the duct tape, but I saw the sabotage. Toro ele, when I saw it, I was like, yo, volume 2.0 of Die Indian Tiggin Chicken wako MTN. Motho ke mo wa per diaparo tsaka. This time around go wese because o ikentse motho ko heso. Go wese because o mo jarateng ene o dula mo ke dulang teng. And o batla tlhapa ka metsi yaka. O batla go. Basically what I'm getting at, she wanted glory for herself. Glory for herself. Like this messianic complex. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a messianic complex. Like Moto has striven, o strivile, o sebeditse to get breakthrough. Like working on your baby as a business. Ebe Moto atlo fitla just before you get your breakthrough. Like the final thing. Etlo go catapulting into the market and make you a millionaire overnight. Just at that cusp, ke hoa hona atlo fitlang a go fe sentenyana, a go fe tusonyana, like a little bit, like something that's going to make it look as if though if it wasn't for them, you would not have made it the way that you made it. You would not have succeeded. You basically just stealing the glory. You strove, you worked. O kherezitse, wankutla. O kherezitse. Ebe motho atlo fitla 5 to atlo cover steering, so they can look like they supported you during the time when you were building a business. Mara motho atengi o contribute to the mutiny against you. Hore o lahlegelwe in the first place. Onale busy. Onale involved in the beginning. That was that dream. Ne ke jwetswa hore motho ke mo o batla go tsayela metsi. Atlo go showerang, atlo go tlhatswang reputation. Batho ba go nketseng reputation ya gago ba go tshitang kare o se botho to make sure receive ya gago nobody is listening to you how bua. They want to take away metsi ya gago a chesang where you are gonna wash your reputation ka content ya gago. My YouTube channel is my recovery. It is my alibi. And this individual literally tried even to make me stop doing YouTube. Just in the interest of satiating them. Got me yelled at by my mom. And in my dream, ke lorile seeing as I ke rentse ke rapela rapi. Ke mo lorile in this capacity and azanga gona o ntsayela metsi. O zamme mara ke mo patrekile. Azanga mo patrek ona zama mo patre ona ke mo dochitse. I outran her. I first had to remove metsi ya teng. I had to remove duct tape pele. Mara ene beilwe dark yen. It was exactly like that chick from MTN, the Indian one. Ke mo lora wire over and over, time and time again. A perdi diaparo tsaka. That is a dream showing covetousness, envy. Motho a batla everything ya gago so much that o tlo mo lora a perdi diaparo tsa hao. Azanka I bona for what it is back then, cause ne ke sa tlhaloganye ditoro tsaka, but now I get them. Now I know. So that's why ke tla mona ke re seeking enough is enough. Na zanka le kopa mosebetsi leng fostil, na zanka le kopa or leng thuse li ti impositse. That's what you did. And then ha le insista or le batla ngfa mosebetsi be le batla ho nketsa hore nna ke tlo le hirela di room, di board room, ke lo le bookela di parking, ke lo le ordela di digestive biscuit. That's what you insisted. You first ignore that I'm unemployed for 10 years. And then when you finally rock up, you want to make me your administrator. I apologize. I reject it officially, especially considering Kotsi yaka nkrapa eke boning motorong has just confirmed to me hore mo ga ko ba right. Tlotla le motho onang le mmona o mongwe o hard no go tukang mollo o futhumetseng mara ke mo sebeletsa. Motho onang le mmona o mongwe wa haisale wa wetsikenye o apere fur le leather in one sitting. The way a ratang go sega di phofolo ka teng bese mina nyom sebenzela nka ngothing zoba right. Ke tlo frazwa la nkutwa. Ke tlo keepwa in a grain. There is no way under heaven that you can ever be safe in the hands of umuntu okusabotage at first ongaka repent. Okay, uzohlala funa ukubulala uAbel. Maqeda lapho bese yathandazela usomandla ukuthi ayomprotect ukuthi angabulalo. Cowards from the wrath of society marabona ho bolaya batho go easy hakakang. Dishamboko tsona ha ba sa di flaila mo the sky mo moyeng ntse ba busy ba tumpa bana ba bang mo strateng ha bana taba gore ke mango le malang insofar as bona ba phahama bona ba gola insofar as bona ba gola ha bana taba gore ba shambo ka mang ba phafamang o ka se be safe in the hands of anybody lankutla o go sabotagitseng o so repenteng o so tlenka askis also also admitting gore nna ke go lemaditse because motho teng o tlo literally zama to make you stop doing YouTube. Ke grateful gore mo ka zanga mamela mo ka zanga foster anything o vetse fela a bona gore o nchikile o wrong o fitse bad a tswa monna o ntlogetse mme wa ka a zanga insist o ntlogetse una expect gore mo ka nna ntse le pisantsa chikang rasetsa but mama was like hey mara ke ntho ya Karabo e wa etsa and it has kept my daughter alive. Ga ipolai to this day ke sentse ke tlhaloganya as mme mara ngwana ka o a phela because o na le joy mo YouTube o gona o smile a tlhatso dijana a be mnandere because ntho a etsang ya mothabisi ga ke tlo nka ntho e causang Karabo joy or peace khotso enough for us ka ipolai ke sentse ke a tseba as mme mara nka se jwetse ngwana go ra tlogele ntho e mo keepang alive. So this chick tried to get my mom to yell at me to ditch YouTube. And my mom was like, I'm not doing that. That's my part. I'm messed up, we get it as a parent. But my part is in letting her thrive as a creative. Antali busy at samaya ka ditlepetlepe tse tabogileng mo pelaka. I cannot taba ho betere than ngwana ka ipolai. I ke tlo thusa batho gore ba nkele Karabo channel ya hae because goodness, she has nothing else. She has nothing else. So she spoke to me briefly hampe ang chika ang rasetsa mara after that I resist the devil. I told her it's between her le Cheriel et keneng mo jarateng ya ka e batla ho lonkela ngwanaka ntwantsa I sebeletsa nako e kaofela. This is not between her and her. The two of them, let them ride it out. E re balwane e re ba kene go cockpiting go be botlhoko mara nna ga ke so dikena I sa dikena. My mom resisted the devil and that is just what I'm getting at. Ditapelo tsa ka di a sebetsa di a tuka di futhumetse. They effect much. Motho jwanong all she has is the fact that o batla go bula into accepting mosebetsi o sa batleng. And my mom is no longer helping her along. So the beauty now is in the fact that this here is a one battle, and according to God, I've already won it because I can go showering, I can go bathroom pele. Duct tape. In other words, the thing that is trying to block me from cleaning my reputation, the hindrances that I'm enduring on YouTube right now. That's my only problem now. Mara I'm no longer dealing live forced in jefela ya motho tlo batlang wiketsa ngwana mme wa ka se ngwana mme wa ka o tejetswe o tlo tsamaya kankana. Fool me once, shame on me, on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Khale ke di lora dintho tsa batho ba tshereaneng mara now se ke di tlhaloganya hana motho tlong loyang. Next thing be ke tlo pretenda ka gaslighting ya gagwe be ke tlo pretenda wang kutlo re ke reng be ke tlo acta nna mo lifeng hore ke grand hana motho o tlong loyang lo yi boloi bole ba haisale ebe ke tlo acta mo pela bona hore a ke bone ntwe we yentseng. I'm not going to be frustrated by umthakathi wami. I-corporate ngizamile nse ke apply hayi bane bangfonela ke abakang fonela he aba sangfonele ke tsule mo bona ga ke tloza ma VFA ke grand ka ditlepetlepe le manala aso kerweng in 10 months because I'm working on something and God is going to avail opportunity to succeed in that regard. Mara no more is anybody going to lawyer me into oblivion to make me accept into ngayifuni hape le go nkutlela botlhoko le wena o yang diheleng askisi o si weekend tse Rabobe Superman Rambo Fandam ntonyana ya go rescue hana motho go kupileng azanga cela ispan guys ke lorile mabane not only of this thing but I also dreamt of some the dude wako vets on hirling wa go ba le perverted agenda anka for granted tabaro ke I'm struggling to get a job abanketsa rona ke lo sebetsa in pornography but without being a porn star. It's like I was an administrator or somebody in jefela or tholang talent, like somebody that hires talent. So in and of myself I'm all Christian and I love God, but I'm gonna work a job as an assistant on the set of a porn industry situation. Nako sebetsa as an assistant on a porn set. I was literally working for a brothel, not as a prostitute, but as a person that enables the agendas along, like hiring clients in and out, whatnot, helping the whole business. Guys. Basically, people are trying to get me to compromise in whatever capacity possible. Anything that's going to humiliate my Christianity. To a point of saying, fine, Karabo, you are chaste. You're waiting on God for a husband. You are a Christian girl. You don't have to do porn, but you can totally be the personal assistant of a porn boss. I dreamt about that. That's what corporate is trying to make me do. I passed up a job interview at MultiChoice when I was working at MTN because I did not want a job in the entertainment industry. I did not want to have to work a job as a project manager where I would choose. It was also very tied to video on demand and sourcing of content. And I knew that much of the content that MultiChoice provides is ungodly. So I did not want to work for MultiChoice because it was a conflict of interest to my spirituality. If I had taken that job at MultiChoice, what happened to me at MTN would never have had an opportunity to happen. I'd still be employed today, but I did not want to work for MultiChoice as a Christian because it would have been, like I said, a conflict of interest. It would be like working for Netflix. Conflict of interest because of what they share, what they proliferate, what they put on their catalog. It's anti-Christ. You cannot serve both God and mammon. So I passed up the job at not DSTV, but MultiChoice for those reasons. So therefore, I would never as a Christian work, or even like another place that if at all it offered me an opportunity to work would be like South African breweries. There are many employees at MTN that moved to SAB. One of them of which called herself a Christian and was claimed to be a Sunday school teacher as well. But she took up a job at SAB Miller without any conviction that a Christian should not be working at a brewery. This here is the stuff of drunkery and debauchery. It's what makes the world sick. Don't work for that. Do not work for a brewery. You get my point. A Christian can work for a pharmaceuticals industry because generally pharmaceuticals are trying to be ethical. They're trying to heal people, even though there are a lot of unsavory practices they're in. But you cannot work for a pot house, like a drug dealer, as his personal assistant as a Christian. You cannot work on as a pornography scout. You might not be having sex before marriage, but you don't get to say that that's what your beliefs are, but it's just a job. And in this dream, I was working for a brothel, even though I was not a prostitute. And that was witchcraft basically cast on me to end up settling for jobs just because I need money at all that are a severe conflict of interest. It confirmed to me, these dreams confirmed to me that this here worry and sorrow of my soul in not being able to get a job interview, I should not worry about it because there is an intention, and a flagrant one at that, to get me to compromise in whatever capacity possible, to a point where people either want me to become some administrator, or if you're going to be something prolific and full of managerial responsibility, it's probably going to be a brewery or a brothel or a what is this? A media house that out here produces content that is anti-Christ. Yeah, Christians have to be responsible in what they choose to do and where they work. And in my dream, I was basically told, settle or else. God was confirming to me that, girl, you are not going to corporate. Pray to me, yes, my daughter, is what you must do. But do not keep on praying for me to give you a job in corporate. It's closed to you, shut. And the only places in corporate that are open for you are ones where you're going to have to go and sweep some floors or work on a porn set as an administrator or as a videographer. Even though you're not doing the ugly deed, you're going to be privy to those doing stuff like that. They want you compromised in whatever capacity. That's why you must just keep yourself focused on the business I am giving you, because I have given it to you. And then afterwards, I dream about me getting 20,000 views on a video. So yeah, no, it's okay. I'm cool. I'm not going to be out here booking parking for your clients, girl. Dream on. I'm not doing it. I do not care how this angles, but I am not doing it. This thing. And I'm going to trust God to make that a reality. And as for YouTube, go dila kayo nakakankrapa ele blomileng go YouTube enzeli busy in by causing this thing. Enzeli busy in unsubscriber di subscriber saka in kutusa botlhoko in tlhorisa batwe go batwe ba ya teng ya kankrapa batwe go ba. Following which I will get what it is that I need from you. Never mind YouTube, but Facebook across the board. I told you Mark Zuckerberg is repenting. So I don't need this 9 to 5 nonsense. Guys. At some point I tried to seek help from you because you sabotaged me. Now le batla nthusa maraka 5 cents ka 5 bopo. Now le batla nkena ka ra le ka se le batla go mpaya mpa ka mano mono na le ngolaza. Le batla nketsa mistress ya monno sanya o nyetseng he batho, like there's so many things that people are trying to do. Any kind of compromise, Karabo, you'll be fine. I'm sorry, I won't. Le boreile le busy ntse le otsela ko mesebetsing mo le sebetsang yona because azanla kopa modimo perspective as to what you must do for a career. Hala mo kopa, you chased after nothing but money. Selena le yona na le matlo a magolo a mantle a dimension a di estate mara ha le happy. Well, I asked God for happiness and he's given it to me. This here is a job that I love and I'm not even working a day in my life. It's just that it's unpaid, but it's only a matter of time before you kokwa. I kitlo tshaba ha go boifa and I'm not going to commit suicide. Go ema wankudwa ngiyozithoba to God and I'm going to wait to see what he's doing. Mara as for corporate ke ngadile enkhadile pele mara. Can we just put that out there? Enkhadile pele. Ga ke ngale because ke motho wa go ngala ke ngala cause gale eng tlhadile ga ke na le incentive ya nno ntse ke busy ke zama. There's nothing in me that is inspired to try cause gale eng tlhadile ha le mpatle go corporate mara jwanong ha le also mpatle go social media ra because go monate da le borwa ke taba rona ke I get to walk around ka ditlepetlepe le manala a so ke rong in 4 months le tshazwa ke lifestyle la igalla life ke phelang ntse le busy le plomile ko mesebetsing ya lona ele khozang gore le otsele tswelang pele. You chose your careers, you were competing ha botlhoko hampe ntse le tumpa le bolaya le ravaza le apere di penti fela or le sa apara ke le penti le shaple stretla ko strateng. You did that. Now deal with the consequences of your actions. You made your bed, now lie in it. It's what I'm getting at. You made your bed, randos, lie in it. Sebetsang memereko ya lona le di chartered accountant akere. You finally became a CA. Manje wa ukenyegile. Why do you wish you could be like Karabo? Why do you wish you could start a YouTube channel go be monate nje fela mo lifeng? Wetsa whatever you want to do. Akere le insistile to go and do whatever you want to do. Next thing ha Karabo azama a creative career. Because once ke lo innovate jwanong ha ba bang patle go corporate lango ba letletse ka go ba linkubile jwanong ela le mona of the thing that I am doing to a point of going sabotage le patela batho di bribe hore ba tswe konna le cause batho hore ba di kankrapa hore ba tlo ngwapa ka the theft of my subscribers. Ling tsaetse di supporter tsaka batho ga ba bone di content tsaka. The other day somebody else contacted me asking me hore ke kae ke right because they thought hore nna ke ti bodisitse ke die. I've died because how recommended the video tsaka. I had to confirm if motho teng o subscribe-ile ho etsalang ka mo siteng leo ka muri a shora hore ke a phela o butitlhe bathong nna ga ka tlhokafala ke teng mara YouTube e nshero benile ke ha kwatile a futa sefoto se seng sa haisale on sa mara why ba etsa sona e ya ko Twitter ngwana batho o tla ba right link blockile that much to a point where abantu ana worried ukuthi mina ngizibhodisile. People think I've killed myself. They do. They think I've committed suicide or that I've just stopped uploading on YouTube. I get but they are making a very, very ominous, gory conclusion as to what happened to me. That's the level of shadow banning that I am endured under. That is how bad it is. That's how bad it is. But to bank into that thing, you try to bury me and keep me buried. And now that I am Uma Thurman and Kill Bill coming back to basically get my retribution, you've got a bone to pick with that. Carry on. Bottom line is, if God be for me, who can be against me? Mudimu ke na offer ordaining the situation. Kokra situation yaka back again. I don't know how, mara it's gonna happen because God showed me it's gonna happen. I'm getting my channel. And this time around, my mom is not going to be usable by someone who fitang mo 5 minutes ago and decided this time around, my mom is not going to do it because my life has been threatened literally way too many freaking times. Not again. It's not happening again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Wait again, guys, and I happy galore. Lekanela lawyer as much as you want, Mara. I will never capitulate. I belong to Jesus and I work for him. Monawalo na unkeng. Olopinya ka ona mostulong sa gago sa corporate that you are toiling on. How ka ta o bosha pas tshwetla in your nakedness in the occult. O botlo fosa di colleagues tsa gago re di etse ntho tse ba sa batlong di etsa. Balo quit me sebetsi ba se ready so you can get promoted to executive. Keep doing that, Maranna. Go sebeletsa modimo mo YouTube and eventually batlong tlogela. That's the battlefield that God has chosen for me. Ha ko lwana ko corporate. Mara lena batlong ne ba tse ba zama. Ere modimo le bontshe ntho bo mmalona akere. Ke a le ka lo bontshwa bo mmala ba lona. Le tlo bontshwa krensha boro molao ke eng. Le tlo rutwa molao because right now you are unruly. Ha le tlong lawyer na leng foster re ke lo etsa mosebetso tshiriane go corporate or mosebetso sang tshwaneleng. Ene gape boloi ba lona le ska le bala tlhe ke a lora. Le kenela ba lantsa la busy la tsamaya mo strateng up and down no la nkutwa. Le claim or na ke a hlanya. Ga le ntse le zama. But bottom line is this here space of social media, it is vindicating my sobriety. It's vindicating my sobriety, so I'm sabi. I believe I've said my piece, I've spoken enough. Now that you warm mo dimampeto ka electric blanket, I'm speaking way longer than I ought. What I'm trying to get at right now is that ke tloba right, and a corporate lona le guys shove it. Lankutla shove it. I do not want it because it does not want me, and neither does God want it for me. We are done. Kopa le tlogeleng ngzama mesebetsi sang tshwaneleng because you are trying to control something. Linkubile halkata mo lang shaba ke sotlegile, and then 10 years later be le batla go nketsa gore ke le hirele di bioscope movie house di auditorium ke ntse ke le busy ke le bookela di parking ke le rekela di digestive biscuits. You literally thoroughly try to do that. Now stew on that, brew on that, and then get over yourselves man qeda, because at the end of the day uksucceedwa kwenu in corporate and everywhere where you are going ntse le busy ntse le tsa bana lenyala. It's only because you are Cain that has a mark on his body so that nobody can kill him out there. But don't imagine you're more favored than Abel on that day. Bottom line is, and God will always have the back of Abel fast and furious before he will have that of Cain. Only wait for the end of your lives to see what God was doing with this whole thing. That's all I gotta say. I'm signing out in Christ's name. I'm out.